Oh shit, that's why. Oh shit, you gotta add yourself to the screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, but I had you gotta add yourself to the stream. I didn't know you had to do that
All
shit.
right.
All right, shit. But what's good? What's good?
What's good, dog?
It's our first episode of the TK Football Podcast. It's Tumbo and Kobe. This is my boy Kobe right here on the right. Luckily, he ain't got his camera on because that's a scary sight. But introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself, man. Tell him your name, your team. Give us some more
Yep,
information.
yep. So yeah, my name Kobe. I'm a Vikings fan. Started watching football. I was like 6, probably. But yeah, around that time. Maybe start liking the Vikings though was back in the day. Randy Moss. Start watching them. Yeah. So that was about it.
You play?
Yeah, I played. Played since I was 6. I played until I turned like 13, and I played in Virginia and I played in Georgia. Played for the Boys and Girls Club downtown in Newport News, Virginia. Yeah, in Georgia, I played in Columbus. Played for my middle school.
And what position was you?
Yep. Boys Club, I was a QB, and then in Georgia, I was a receiver, safety.
That's
I
what's
hated that
up.
shit too.
Been thinking about playing football again? Semi-pro?
Um, Thinking I might try to get into like a little flag football. I can't really take that much contact because the military fucked me up. But besides that,
All righty. And I'm Tumbo. My favorite team is the Seahawks. Started watching when I was around 4 or 5. The reason I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm all the way from Virginia. First person I saw playing was Sean Alexander, and that was his MVP year. So that's what got me into that shit. Been a Seahawks fan ever since. I started playing football when I was 7. I played from when I was 7 to 10 years old, and then I played all of high school. How I got into football was one of the boys. I'm sure Kobe know him, Tico Dunlap. He was in
uh-huh.
class with me. Yeah. He got me out there, and I first started out as a corner, believe it or not, and I won best defensive back of the year too. We won our Super Bowl our first year, and then high school I was playing defensive line at 157, 175. So I love this football shit. I love to play again, but it seems like I'm not good enough. So that's why I'm playing rugby, because all you got to do to play rugby is just sign up. But hey, that's it. It's life. Not everybody can play football, but
Yeah.
So we're
Yep.
gonna start off. We're gonna talk about our teams first. Um, so what's going on with your team? What's the
Yeah.
big
So,
what position your team is in right now? How you think y'all gonna do? What do you
uh,
what's some things
so
you want your team to do,
yeah.
etc.
So
Go
like,
ahead.
yeah. As of right now, I think the Vikings hmm, they in like a, I guess you could say, well, Quincy called it, the general manager called it a competitive rebuild. So it's like we want to be competitive, but at the same time, like we rebuilding for the future. I don't really agree with that. I feel like you can't do both. If you're gonna be competitive, you got to be competitive. Ain't no trying to save pieces for the future. It's like you got to be all in. Like the Rams last year, the Rams they was all in. You seen they won a chip. So, but this year I expect them to take the North. I do. I think they can. And then from there, once they get in the playoffs, anything can happen. So, you
I'm
know,
trying to figure out how you think y'all gonna win the North with that quarterback y'all got.
Kirk Cousins,
Yep.
the last couple matches he played, Aaron Rodgers, he outdid him. So,
You can't go to the playoffs off of 2 games.
yeah, you're right.
And then on top of that, I still think they got a better roster than y'all do.
Uh, they defense might be better, but offensively,
Shoot, they got 2 running backs. They got one that can do you all play 3 downs, and they got another one if they need third and short. They can easily get it with AJ Dillon because that dude is a load. It's
the Vikings
250
do too.
pounds.
The Vikings got two running backs too. Alexander Madison, you know about him because he did the Seahawks in.
Yeah, for the first time since Brett Favre was y'all quarterback in 2010. But that's all
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
I
What do you
don't,
think
I
the
don't, I
Seahawks
don't
gonna do?
see. Hold on, let me say. We still talk about your team. I don't know how the hell y'all gonna do with Kirk Cousins. I just don't. You know,
Kirk
I
all
just
right.
don't see it.
He all
They
right.
still got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is gonna ball out. I
Yeah,
still think
regardless,
he
Aaron
baby.
Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all, if y'all do, y'all gonna have to get a wild card spot. But hey, yeah, if y'all do, y'all lucky it's 17s instead of 16s. Now I say that. But
We'll see.
I don't know if I really want to talk about my team. I might start crying on stream. It's been downhill for the last 8 years. You know,
Damn.
started with that one play. But right now, we suck, and we're gonna suck this year. We probably win 3 to 4 games, probably, maybe. Drew Lock is absolute boo boo. I don't really see myself watching that many of our games because it's gonna do good for my stress levels. I don't want to see Drew Lock being my quarterback. I mean, I had to see Geno Smith be our quarterback last year, and all he did was he had 3 chances to win 3 games, and he failed 3 times. The only team he beat was Jacksonville Jaguars, and they were the #1 pick. So I don't really, that's what you should do.
Yeah, right.
I think it's crazy. We done traded our quarterback, and now we're drafting the way we should have drafted while he was here. We got 2 high pick linemen, and it's like, God, like we haven't picked. The last time we picked a lineman high in the draft was 2017. We picked a 2nd-round center who literally he didn't make it to his 5th-year option, or excuse me, no, he's 2nd-round pick. He doesn't have 5th-year option. We were thinking about letting him go this offseason.
Right.
But we kept him back on the cheap. He ain't got nowhere else to go. So that tell you all you need to know. If nobody else wants your players, that tell you all you need to know about how good you've been drafting and developing players. They don't have no trade value. Don't nobody want them in free agency. So it's like either you going back to Seattle or you going to the USFL. Which one? So, that's why we suck. We don't have no players, not that much talent around the team. Right now we got some contract disputes going on with DK Metcalf. Apparently he wants to stay. I will see how that play. I don't know if they trying to fork out the money because we real cheap. We real cheap. We let our best cornerback go. He said he felt disrespected by the offer we gave, but we gave our backup tight end $8 million a year, which is crazy. He's in the cornerback sound for $11 million. So I'm trying to figure out what we got our best cornerback. How really lowball are we all doing with him?
Right.
So I think our draft we got to see. I like the picks and stuff. I wish we had a quarterback, but a report came out saying that our staff didn't think Malik Willis was nowhere near ready.
Do you feel like that?
Oh no, I mean, if he's fit, it is what it is. We're gonna suck anyway, regardless this year.
Right.
So I wouldn't care if we picked him up and he sat because we're gonna be trash either way.
Right.
Whether we got him or we don't got him. Thing is, though, I think Malik Willis is gonna be better than any quarterback this draft and next year draft. I think CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, they're both gonna be trash. That's what happens with all Ohio State and all Alabama quarterbacks. Once they're not around the best players in the leagues, they suck. Yep. So we'll see if we get we got to get a quarterback because Geno Smith's not going to do nothing. Drew Lock is going to literally probably cause me to commit suicide, so I might not be here that much longer during the football season. I might really kill myself. That's how bad Drew Lock is. It's a reason It's a reason they was ready to give him up. They let this dude play 1 year and then got Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy Bridgewater is literally the definition of average. He is the definition of average. So if you can't beat out that, I just don't. Drew Lock sucks. He's absolutely dog. But the Broncos, they're y'all some hoes. But listen, my Pete Carroll, my host. See, our ownership, we led by a woman, and she don't really do that much of the football work. So she let Pete Carroll handle all that shit. Pete Carroll's not gonna. They're gonna say they do the best thing in the team's interest, but the best thing in the team's interest was literally getting rid of you, Pete Carroll. You've been failing the team. This dude, after we lost to Washington this year, this dude got up on a podium and said, "I don't know what to do." So if you don't know what to do, why are you here?
Damn.
Players like Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas, they're all getting cut because they either get old or injuries, but you get to keep your job when you go on the podium and say you don't know what to do. So obviously we need somebody who knows what they're doing with the offense.
Right.
We made a lot of bad offensive coordinator hirings in our last 2 of them. with Brian Schottenheimer. And Brian Schottenheimer, he was trash. When he was a coordinator of the Jets back in 2009, 2010, when they went to them 2 AFC championship games, Braylon Edwards, a wide receiver for them, and Bart Scott, a linebacker for them, they're on radio or TV saying the reason they ain't going to the Super Bowl was because of him and this other guy. You know, there's actually you know how they do the mic'd up shit, the NFL mic'd up shit. Mark Sanchez, I think it was during a preseason game. Mark Sanchez started calling plays while he was playing quarterback. You know, because the second strings and all them was in. He started calling plays and they were scoring touchdowns. And I saw that this is before Brian Schottenheimer became my quarterback because I'm really deep into that football shit. So I was like, damn, that motherfucker really sucked. So we hired him. It didn't work out. Then we hired Shane Waldron. Now this dude Shane Waldron was on the Rams staff. The Rams never had an offensive coordinator under Sean McVay until last year when they got y'all current coach,
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell was the Rams' first ever offensive coordinator. Right. He came from Washington. Yep. So if Sean McVay decided to hire somebody else to bring his own guy up, that tells me all I need to know. He's not ready. He sucks. And what happened last year? We sucked. We won 7 games, 6 with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson went 6 and I want to say 8 as a starter. How? He's too good to be doing that.
Right.
So many games. I guarantee you probably all but one of our games we got shut out at least one quarter. Like out of 17 games, 16 of them, I guarantee you we got shut out at least one quarter. Yeah. So, I mean, and the thing is, we're going to suck next year. So, it's not like he has any help. So, he's either going to get fired or if he gets another year with a rookie quarterback that we draft, it has to work out because if he doesn't, he's going to be in the USFL as a tight ends coach. I don't believe in him. I think he's terrible. I'm in the Seahawks Discord, and they be trying to flame me up. I'm like, bro, this dude sucks. His play calls is really simple. And then thing is, he worked with Jared Goff. He was a quarterback with Jared Goff. The year he was a quarterback coach is when Jared Goff started being trash. And then, you know what I'm saying, when he was a passing game coordinator, that was Jared Goff's last year with the Rams. He was in Jared Goff. Everybody was off of him. You know, the Rams was off of him. That's why they went and got Matthew Stafford. So it's a common denominator. Him, everywhere he go, he's the player he's dealing with starts sucking. Russell Wilson and Jared Goff, they both started to suck. Plus, his own guy didn't want to hire him to be the team's offensive coordinator. He went and got somebody from Washington, my dude, where they had one-leg Alex Smith and rest in peace Dwayne Haskins and Taylor Heineke and what's old boy Kyle Allen.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I mean, the dude's going to end up getting fired. One, half the reason because he sucked, but 2, he's not going to have no talent, but he sucks anyway. So, the dude I wanted us to sign was Pep Hamilton, who I think he went to the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. And the Colts, their offense has been really good they've had limited quarterback play with Phillip Rivers, although they did make it to the playoffs, and then Carson Wentz last year. Carson Wentz had an okay season, but he's just not that guy. He's just not that guy. Well, he's not. Well, he puts up good numbers. He's just not that guy. But you know, Jonathan Taylor was in for MVP. You know, so that's the dude I wanted to hire, but we ain't hired him. We hired Shane Waldron, and now our franchise is set back. Also doing part because that Jamal Adams traded 2 first-round picks, a third, and a player for a safety. I wouldn't even spend that on Ed Reed. No, it's not going to affect the game. Because we could have used all that. And, the dude, he's been hurt every year he's been here with us. Then they started misusing him last season. They didn't listen to him at all, for real. But, you know, so I guess I've been making fun of my boy Kobe because his team is a poverty franchise. Now I'm about to be back in the poverty franchise with his ass. So I guess that's karma. But we're going to switch it over to, we got some questions on our Instagram page, TK Football Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go follow that. And the first question we got is, hold on, give me a second. Let me pull it up.
Okay.
This is from one of your homeboys.
All right.
Give me 1 second. First questions we got: are the Broncos even a contender? You go ahead and you go ahead.
Um,
This is from Rugga J. RUGGA.
Ruger J. Yeah, that's my boy, Ruger J. Yeah,
All
is
right,
the
now
Broncos a
all the
contender?
Broncos contenders.
I say yes. I say yes because simply we have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. So I mean, their division is loaded, but I mean, he coming from what the hardest division in football last couple of years, so he'll be
Since
all right.
the whole 2010s,
Yeah,
three of our teams reached the Super Bowls, and all of
right.
them did it
He
twice.
he
And
he gonna be all right.
all of them did it twice.
Yeah,
Well, since 2012, I'll say that.
yeah,
And hell yeah, they're contenders. They
yeah.
literally they had a top 3 defense last year. Now,
Right,
since they're not gonna have the same defensive coach, their
but
defense should be a bit worse. But when you have that much talent, it's not gonna drop off like that. Their
right,
offenses, they had 2 running backs go for over 900 yards. So they probably had like 2,000 yards altogether. And they got those same running backs right back. And you're adding somebody who can easily be a top 3 quarterback in the league. And then you got a new coach, an offensive coach who Aaron Rodgers loved the hell out of,
yep.
So it should be a match made in heaven. They got the Raiders, the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to still do good.
Yeah, the Chiefs gonna do their thing.
Raiders, I think the Raiders, I don't think they're going to be shit.
Nope.
The Raiders, they only made the playoffs like twice since 2000, what, 2? They made playoffs in 2016 when Derek Carr got hurt, and then last year they barely made the playoffs when they beat the Chargers.
Justin Herbert. Yeah, they beat
Justin Herbert. Listen, I want to say something about Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is good. This dude has been in the league 2 years, hasn't made the playoffs yet. And I don't want to hear no excuses because when Lamar Jackson, his rookie year, came out and took Joe Flacco's job mid-season, all he was doing was running. All people was doing was talking shit, but he was getting dubs. So when you getting dubs, but you're not doing that good throwing, you get talked shit about. But when you got Justin Herbert and you can put up all them yards and stats but lose, you can still get defended. So fuck that. Justin Herbert ass need to make the playoffs first. He's been in the league 2 years, still has not made the playoffs. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Justin Herbert and your team, they coach suck too. He didn't go for
that's their
downs
problem.
like he's playing fucking Madden. Shit, stupid, dumbass motherfucker. All that analytics shit is fucking ruining the fuck out of football, and sports in general, for real. But Justin Herbert, make the damn playoffs first. So the fucking Chargers, they ain't on shit. The Raiders ain't on shit. It was just one of their good years to make it. So I don't really see. I mean, they have had a bunch. Both teams like they did good in they did good on free agency because the Raiders got Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones, and then the Chargers
Raiders killed
got
free
Khalil
agency.
Mack.
Every team in the that's there though. They all did good in free agency.
Yeah. But I mean,
the Chiefs did good in the draft. They had a really good draft to me.
Yeah, they did. But people questioning the Broncos, but the same way the Raiders got better and the Chargers got better, so did the Broncos. They added a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yep.
And they have Cortland Sutton, who's a second-round pick. Jerry Jeudy, who's a first-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
KJ Hamler, I can't remember if KJ was a first or a second, but he's one of them. And then Tim Patrick, who they just paid a bunch of money to because he was balling out with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater as quarterback. So they got 4 extremely talented receivers. And then Mark Schlereth, somebody What'd you say?
So they got Javonte as well.
Yeah, they got Melvin Gordon too. So I mean, they both had 900 yards rushing last season. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was saying. I forgot. God damn it, Kobe. Shit. Cutting me off and shit. Motherfuck you. I can't remember what I was saying. Just know the Broncos, they ain't got shit to worry about. They gonna be
the Broncos gonna be a contender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember I was saying that. So Mark Schlereth, he was a center. He used to play for the Broncos back when they was winning Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. And he said he likes their tight end, their backup tight end. He was their backup tight end. Now he's a starting tight end. He said he likes him more than Noah Fant, somebody that they sent over to Seattle,
right?
Which I don't really care for. I think he's literally just Evan Ingram. Both of them have had terrible quarterback play and put up the same numbers. So, and then it's not like Noah Fant is coming to somebody who knows what to do with tight ends. Pete Carroll don't know shit about offense other than run the ball. He don't know shit about passing, about a good passing offense. I'll say that. So I mean, he's gonna suck here. He has no quarterback here. Drew Lock is coming with him. They probably feel like, oh, we play them too. They probably feel like, oh, they just threw us to the wolves. Yeah, y'all niggas suck. Duh. If you be a ball, it's a reason why they didn't give up Bradley Chubb or any of their receivers because they're nice. Y'all are not. Y'all suck. So you know, I never gotta watch them play for this team and suck with us. So the Broncos gonna be all right. Yep. All right, and we got another question. It's from the same guy, Rugged J. Right. What rookie wide receiver will have the best season? Now, I'm gonna pull up all the rookie wide receivers drafted this year.
Okay.
So we know who all got drafted. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we got Drake London out of USC, went to the Atlanta Falcons. Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State went to the Jets. Chris Olave out of Ohio State went to the Saints. Jameson Williams went to the Lions, but he's going to be hurt towards ACL. Jahan Dotson went to the Washington Commanders. So he's going to be with Terry and Curtis Samuel and Diami Brown. Treylon Burks. I really, really, really like Treylon Burks. He's going to the Titans. Those were the first round. The first round. The Packers got Christian Watson out of North Dakota State.
Steelers got George Pickens.
Yeah, George Pickens. A lot of people thought George Pickens was the best receiver, but
I do too.
He just got them attitude problems.
Right.
And those are the main guys for real.
Right.
So out of those main guys, I think it's between Treylon Burks for Tennessee or either Chris Olave with the Saints. They got Jameis Winston. I really like what Sean Payton he ain't got Sean Payton no more because they were 5-2 when he had like 14 touchdowns or 3 interceptions, something like that. Yep. By the time he got hurt. And the thing is, like, a lot of people would talk shit about Jameis Winston, but he had Bruce Arians as his coach. That's why his turnovers were so high. When Tom Brady came over, Tom Brady's turnovers shot up. So when you have a guy because Sean Payton, I think he's a better offensive guy than Bruce Arians. He 100%. Fixed him up, no problem. He won't do all that turnover shit with him. And it's not like, he didn't have Michael Thomas. Who was their best receiver? I can't even name. I know what he looked like.
I can't even name the receivers, bro.
He got locks. I can't remember his name though. So and he had him balling. They was 5-2. Just beat the Bucks. So I don't think Drake London don't do shit. God damn.
Yeah, no, he's not doing shit.
Marcus Mariota.
He went to the wrong team.
Desmond Ridder, and he's slow. He run like a 4.6. You faster than that nigga. Yeah. I mean, he a big ass dude. So I don't know about Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota's some boo boo.
Yeah, they're not doing shit.
Like that team, the Atlanta Falcons, literally, they have just no talent on their team. I can't remember. Did they trade Julio or did they cut him?
I don't know.
Don't even answer that question. Just say you don't know.
I don't know.
I'm about to look it up. We're about to pull it up. It's like, okay, so they got a second round pick in exchange for Julio. Like, I'm trying to figure because, like, a lot of these teams that suck, like the Lions and them, even my team, like we've had been shipping our players out and getting a lot of draft capital. Them dudes be the worst team and be having just one pick. Like, goddamn. And then you dudes like Matt Ryan, they already didn't have that much talent. Their defense was absolutely atrocious. It's like, y'all been sucking and still basically just getting one pick a year. So, they're not adding that much talent. I don't know who would want to go there. I mean, it's Atlanta, but you're going to be taking L's unless they're giving you money, But out of them receivers, who you think going on?
I'm going to say George Pickens. I think with the Steelers in the AFC North, I think he's going to do his thing. I do.
Who's going to be their quarterback?
For the Steelers?
Yep. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
And Kenny Pickett.
I believe Mitchell
win
gonna
the
start the
job?
season. I think Mitchell gonna start the season, but Kenny gonna end up taking over.
They got a nice squad too. They got
Yeah,
they already got Chase
Claypool.
Claypool. He's a beast. And
Uh-huh.
Fryermuth, he's a beast. Najee Harris, he had 1,000 yards.
Yep.
So he's in a good spot. Well, on paper he is. I just don't know what the quarterback's gonna be. Because last time we saw Mitch Trubisky, my cat can play quarterback better than him. And Kenny Pickett, we don't know how he's gonna be. Kenny Pickett got the same size hands as my 7-year-old brother.
Yeah.
And he's not playing these dudes in college, that because a lot of dudes you playing in college, they're not gonna make it to the league. So you playing the best of the best, So once if they see Kenny Pickett on that field, there's gonna be attacking the hell. There's gonna be bending around that edge and smacking for that ball as many times as they can. But we'll see how that works out. So next we gonna shift it over into some NFL news. And first we're gonna start off with Ryan Tannehill. So the Titans just drafted Malik Willis in the 3rd round. And then after the draft, a few days after the draft, Ryan Tannehill comes out saying it's not his job to mentor Malik Willis. And he was also talking about his playoff game. He's saying he couldn't sleep at night. He had to get therapy because he threw 3 picks in that last playoff game. He just played awful, So what's your thoughts on that?
First off, I'd like to say Ryan Tannehill's a bitch. If you call yourself the leader of the team, it's your team. It's your job to lead the team. So with Malik sitting up under you, I feel like you should want to show him everything, teach him everything. Because let's say he gets injured, Malik's next up. Malik got to be able to take over, And if you withheld that information that can make him better, you just fucking your team in the long run. But I think we know the real reason why he don't want to help him. Because he knows that locker room going to change on him. The locker room going to change. They're going to see Malik doing his thing. And they'll be wondering why, like, damn, why this dude ain't starting. But we will see how the season go with that nigga. Ryan Tannehill, man. He's
what nigga? That's a honky. What you talking about? But yeah, Ryan Tannehill, you a hoe. Man, I understand. I completely understand. I understand where he coming from, like not wanting to mentor him. Yeah. Because he wants to keep his job. Of course, that's how top athletes is gonna be. That's one thing. Like as fans, because our football careers failed, so we're not gonna never understand what it's like to be up there, knowing a motherfucker can literally take your job just like that. So I understand that competitive edge to him. He's not gonna want to do anything that could jeopardize losing his job.
But what have you done?
One thing I'm gonna say is how he's coming out talking about he had to do therapy and all that shit. Like, bro, motherfucker, you played like ass. Like now you want to sound all sympathetic. Listen, black quarterbacks don't get to come out and say that shit. Lamar Jackson won't able to say no shit like that. He was getting flamed up when he lost his first 2 motherfucking playoff games. Everybody's calling him a scrub. Motherfucking Russell Wilson ass. Nigga, motherfuckers been flaming the fuck out of Russell because he's won like 1 playoff game in the last 5 fucking years. All the black quarterbacks don't get no type of love, none of that bullshit. Now this motherfucker want to come out and say, I threw 3 picks, so I couldn't go to sleep. Nigga, you obviously not tired, so that's why you couldn't go to sleep. You played like garbage. What do you expect? You expect just to keep your job from when you holding the team back? Once Derrick Henry was hurt, because Derrick Henry was hurt in the game, it was up to you. And what you do. You lost, nigga, because you boo-boo. Hey, listen. Ryan Tannehill came in the same draft as Russell Wilson. He a first-round motherfucking pick. Russell Wilson don't get the benefit of the doubt. And he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt if he don't produce with this motherfucking team as a 3rd-round pick from the 2012 draft. So why the hell this first-round pick who failed at his first destination get an excuse for playing bad in the motherfucking playoffs? You don't. That's why they drafted a motherfucking quarterback. Because if you was playing as good as you was in the regular seasons the past 2 years, they wouldn't have no reason to draft his ass. but you fucking boo-boo. So they drafted his ass. He's a 3rd round pick. You a 1st round motherfucking pick. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You had to step that shit up and motherfucking do your thing. And if you don't, that's just on you. They still got to do what's in the best interest. They can keep watching a motherfucker suck balls in the playoffs. They can't.
Yeah,
so
we
either
been out
step
here.
that shit up or shut that soft ass shit up, Ryan Tannehill. You hoe.
I can honestly say though, me living in Tennessee, bro, the Malik Willis hype is like it's a real thing out here. Like all in Nashville, you see his pictures up on the walls and stuff now. So you better get his shit together because they gunning for Malik Willis. They want him to start. They do. I seen them. They had a drawing of him on a building the other day. I rode past and seen. I was like, damn, already. Yeah.
All right. So now from that hoe nigga to another hoe nigga, in my opinion.
Earl Thomas.
Nah. We ain't talking. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But right. Did you see what Antonio Brown said about Colin Kaepernick?
Yes, I seen it.
Let me tell y'all something. This dude, see, my boy Kobe, he ain't been fucking with Shannon Sharp lately because some of the shit he been saying about Antonio Brown. And Kobe sent me a DM like a couple months ago. He was like, a text message. He's like, that's why I ain't fucking with Antonio Brown. What he was saying about, no, that's why I ain't fucking with Shannon Sharp. What he's saying about Antonio Brown. I read the shit. I ain't respond to it because I was like, bro, like that. Like in my head, I was just like, I always wanted to defend Antonio Brown. I did on my Instagram and shit, but I mean, the nigga, you're a fuck ass nigga, and it proved to be he's a fuck ass nigga. Now, if y'all don't know, he was on a podcast and they was talking about Colin Kaepernick. He was like, Colin Kaepernick doesn't really want to play football because he took the settlement money from the NFL, and he also called him trash. Which
so nigga, he don't really be outside.
If you throw 16,
that nigga don't be in the hood.
If you throw 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, nigga, that's not trash. So if that's the case, if he's trash doing that, what the fuck is half the quarterbacks in the NFL? Because they're not doing that. But anyways, so he's saying you don't see Colin Kaepernick in the hood or no shit like that. We don't see your ass in the hood. Last time you was on video, nigga, you was kicking out a cave woman out your damn house with the kids watching and shit. Yeah, and that shit want the hood. We know damn well that shit want the motherfucking hood. We saw how big that goddamn house was. So, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, why motherfuckers got to show all what they doing on social media?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know what Colin Kaepernick is doing or not. He was rightfully so to take the money. Why you pocket watching? Of course take the money. Why wouldn't you? And, you know, one thing, one of my YouTubers I watch, shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports and Motor City Sports Talk, the same person. They just got 2 different channels. He said he probably trying to get back in the good graces of the owners so he can get his ass back in the league. So now he cut the jig and tap dancing, going after Colin Kaepernick and shit. And that shit make hella sense because, like, bro, shit, this nigga fucked up the almost perfect situation. Bruce Arians do be on some hoe ass shit. That's why they got his ass up out of there. So, you know, but I'm saying you done burn your bridge with so many organizations in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so motherfuckers really be paying attention to your ass? Like, nigga, you can't keep a job in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, Antonio Brown, AB stands for all buck dancing because that's what that nigga do. The nigga feet start tapping every time he get around white people. So Antonio Brown, use a hoe.
Yes.
And what's some other NFL news you got up on your mind? And you better not say nothing. And better not say Earl Thomas. We ain't talking about that.
All right, we ain't talking about Earl Thomas.
No. With some word. Oh my God, you came to the stream unprepared. God motherfucking damn. Kobe, you the worst partner ever. And I only did 30 minutes of showtime with you. Let me read through our text messages. I know we was talking about that shit.
We was talking about that Earl Thomas shit.
Nope. Why you so focused on Earl Thomas? Why you want to talk? Why he already going through it, man? What we going? What we need to talk. What ain't shit that need to be fucking said about this shit.
Right.
Where's that text message I sent you? And I was like shooting some ideas and shit for us to talk about.
I think that was on Instagram.
Oh, hold on, let me look up. Sorry, y'all, for the this motherfucker Kobe is came up to the show with nothing to talk about. Oh, introvert ass motherfucker. Can't stand a damn introvert. Oh, Brian ass nigga.
Hey,
Okay.
man.
Oh shit. I literally said, goddamn, or NFL news in general. So I don't have any more news. Goddamn. Kobe your ass need to think of something. Shit. What the fuck else is going on in the NFL? But I guess there's nothing else going on in the NFL. So
Let's talk about DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh shit. Okay. DeAndre Hopkins. Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Go ahead. What happened?
All right. So yeah, the boy D Hop tested positive for what? A drug enhancing something. Pretty much steroids helping him. But he's saying that he didn't do it. What do you think about that?
Kobe. God damn. All right, so what people don't know, well, what everybody didn't know until the shit happened. He failed a drug test back in November or December. It was something to help him heal faster because he was out dealing with a knee injury and a hamstring injury. And he failed the drug test back then. That's why the Cardinals went and traded for the former Ravens wide receiver Marquise Brown, because they need another receiver because D-Hop gonna be gone. So
right, week 7.
I mean, he had all this time. He failed the test back in November, December. So you had all that time to clear the shit up. I mean, what the fuck was you doing? The thing is, I understand motherfuckers gonna try to do what they try to do to get that money and get on the field. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's disappointing, you man. I mean, yeah, you just if you're dirty, you just gotta do that time. I mean,
think this affect his legacy?
No, because
some people saying it did.
Because he didn't play. It's not like he was on the field with juicing. Right. He was trying to get back from her injury, so he ain't playing against nobody. Because like if you juicing and you playing football, you can really hurt some motherfucking body. So, but he ain't, or he ain't getting no advantages. Nothing. He never came back for the end of the season. He missed all the rest of their last game. So, I ain't gonna hold. I mean, it is what it is. You just need to fail the test. You gotta do your time. Is your ass gonna say something or just have your ugly profile picture staring at
me? Yeah.
That's what you gonna do?
Yep.
Why don't you say something?
I mean, I feel like it don't really affect him. D-Hop he's a good ass receiver. So.
That's all you gotta say.
Yep.
Well, we gonna end this shit right here because this motherfucker ain't got shit to say. I want to shout out to his wife for making our banner for our page. Shout out to June for coming in here in the comments. I appreciate you, June. That's my homeboy. Yep. Shout out to Rugged J for the questions. Make sure y'all follow our Instagram page. That's TK Football Podcast. Shout out to who?
All the black mamas.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to them specifically.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah. Make sure y'all follow our Instagram page. That's TK Football Podcast. We need to go live once a week, gather up some news and shit, and then talk about that shit. I guess we can do that shit every Sunday. Until the season start, because during the season, I'd like to do I'd like to do Wednesday. Because that's like, either Tuesday or Wednesday, because the week starts on Thursday and ends on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna try to do every Sunday up until the season start. We're gonna get some news, talk about our teams, talk about what's going on.
OTA's gonna start up. So
For some teams, it already has. Well, it already has. Yeah, for our team and
Yeah.
Broncos, I know it has. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate everybody. Appreciate you, June, for coming in. Appreciate y'all. For those who show love, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, leave comments in so we can interact with y'all. Any last words?
Nope.
This nigga said, nope. All right, guys. I'm disappointed in him. I have to talk to him after the end of the stream. Y'all take it easy. Appreciate y'all.